The NFL is going pretty much according to plan. If you read the script and it said the Chiefs can win every game, no matter what.
I tried to tell you guys last week.
Yeah, it's going great. It's going great so far.
Sure.
I'm definitely not salty about it. I definitely haven't been betting against the Chiefs every week, so we definitely don't need to talk about that. But something that did happen is the Vikings lost their first game, and this was a Vikings team that I think everyone was really, really excited to see play the Lions.
Yeah.
Because this was their first test against a top 3 team in the league, top 3-5 team.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually held their own. Mm-hmm. They played pretty well. They ended up losing 31-29, game-winning field goal. But I was impressed with the Vikings. I want to talk about the Lions, though, because the Lions did, go into Minnesota and beat the number 1 seed in the NFC, the undefeated Vikings. Do we think this Lions team is the best team in the NFL right now?
Currently,
Yes.
Yes, and I have statistical stats to prove.
Statistical
that.
stats. Let's hear them.
Back
Rip
up.
'em.
So, if you recall, last year, I called for deaths in Detroit.
You did.
That was referencing the low murder rates that were happening across the greater Detroit area, and it was in direct correlation with the Detroit Lions
That was Michigan.
program. No. Oh, maybe. No. It was definitely the Lions. No, it was definitely
sure
the
the
Lions.
Lions.
No, yeah, Lions for sure. And
the
so
Lions,
Okay.
the Lions were playing very well, and they had approximately like 15% down in murder rates or something like that. And then New Orleans earlier this year, in the first 2 weeks of NFL football,
I saw that.
recorded the lowest amount of domestic violence calls in city history or some shit like that.
You checked
It was-
in the last month?
Oh my God, no, it was unbelievable. The last month.
Last month there's been
don't get married and move to
400% increase due to Derek Carr not being active and watching Spencer Rattler
You
play
know,
football.
Yeah.
they assume that number
it's back
is
to
low
normal.
because a lot of
It's back
people
how I
might not
remember it.
being able to call 911 because they're dead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, here's the thing, is that Detroit is actually recording its lowest amount of deaths in history. Last year, they ended with about 58, which is unbelievable. That's almost like Beverly Hills numbers. So,
Wait, the city of Detroit had 58 people die.
something like that.
No chance.
There's no fucking
even
way.
You just make up
That
shit.
In a
is
day? Like in a day? Or like in an hour?
There's no way I could promise you they didn't.
They had the I misread
58th
that.
most-
They had
Or
they
least.
had the fewest homicides in 57 years.
Dude, like you just
So-
see a number and you just say it like.
Thank God we fact check because, like, holy
No,
shit.
I mean, so
No, anyone with a brain.
No, but
You knew that wasn't
but
right.
stop. But stop. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Well, get to your point. Holy shit.
Regardless,
Regard
it's
me.
a sign. Regard me. It's a sign that they're going to be doing really well and they're going to go far. So
the
let's
si-
go Lions.
I
the
love the
sign-
stats guy.
Yeah.
So the fact that Detroit ended 2023 with the lowest homicide rate in 57
No, and
years.
they're continuing it right now.
And they only
They're
have 50
continuing the
years.
trend.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm sure.
He-
I-
Did you not hear Lizzo?
Well, I mean,
Everyone wants to be like
Yeah,
Detroit.
I know
Lizzo
somebody-
did say that if Kamala gets elected, America will become a lot more like Detroit.
I know somebody who went to Detroit recently. They said it was great.
Yeah. Detroit's
Who the
lovely.
f- goes to Detroit?
Oh, I know some.
you
I
haven't
know
been?
people. I have.
I
I've been to
definitely haven't
Detroit.
been. I'm still breathing, obviously.
It's
It's a
I
great
mean,
auto
look-
city.
It's beautiful.
No,
Yeah, it's
I
the
mean, I'd
beautiful,
love to go
gorgeous,
visit
safe
Detroit.
city.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Well, cheap land.
I do agree with Mike though that they are the best team in the NFL.
Yeah, they're great.
I think they are. Their only loss was week 2 to the Buccaneers, and it was a close game, 2016. Besides that, they've looked stellar. I mean, we don't think the Cowboys are that great, but they beat the absolute piss out of the Cowboys 2 weeks ago, 47-9 in Dallas. Week before that, they beat the Seahawks 42-29, and then this week they went into Minnesota and beat the undefeated Vikings. So I think right now there's no team that's hotter. Obviously, the only rebuttal, which I'm assuming we might hear right now, is Kansas City. I'll just let you go ahead and say it. Chiefs are the best team.
So Kansas City is
And the refs.
is better than Detroit.
Okay, see, there we go.
They are
Yeah.
better.
But that's the second best team. I think, and I'm
Jaguars?
gonna. Oh God.
The Rams with
No.
Cooper Cup returning.
Jersey.
No, not the Steelers. I'm smarter than that. I love the Steelers.
The
but I'm
Ravens.
smarter than that.
Could you say?
The number one team, and I'm gonna be on fire on this, and I'm gonna keep it straight and great for you. Green Bay Packers.
No.
I'm telling you right now,
Respect it.
their only 2 losses week one in fucking São Paulo in Brazil when Jordan Love got hurt against the Eagles in a crazy weird game. Their other loss was to the Vikings. They lost by 2, down 28-0 to start the game.
Yeah.
Jordan Love literally went ballistic.
They shouldn't have won last week.
And last week they easily won game-winning field goal chip shot. Easily won.
Texans
I'm
blew
telling you,
that game.
this defense is going to get hot. Offense looks great. I think this team, it's hard because the Chiefs are just gods, but like I already bet the Packers to win the Super Bowl. I think they're going to be the best team in the end of the year. Maybe they beat the Chiefs. In the Super Bowl.
I actually don't mind that.
Watch. Jordan Love's going to get hot like he did last year.
I still say
Packers.
I still say Chiefs are the best team in the NFL because, like I said, they're going to go 17-0. Told everyone last week. There's no way they should be plus 1.5 when they're going to outright win the game.
They should never be plus money though. Actually,
They should always be.
me out of $200. I hate Patrick Mahomes.
he didn't do anything.
No, I know.
that guy.
I just hate him.
Yeah,
Everything
he
about
actually tried to help you.
Yeah, he did.
It was
No,
Actually, Brock Purdy.
He had
he's a
rushing. No,
miserable
Brock
Patrick
Purdy
Mahomes
was the reason
I mean,
you lost that.
Patrick Mahomes won that game as well on it with his legs.
Yeah, he did. But
Yeah.
Chiefs are number one. Right now, I do have the Lions slightly ahead of the Packers, but the Packers were my number 3 team because at Lambeau Field, I think that's probably the second hardest team to play.
They play
Outside of
Detroit.
the
They
Chiefs
play Detroit
at
in 2
Arrowhead.
weeks.
If you go to Lambeau, that was why I took the Packers against the Texans. Just that defense is playing out of its mind. Jordan Love, you don't know who to like. Do you try to stop the run? Well, Jordan Love throws to like everyone.
No, you never
You don't
have-
know which receiver to like. Dontavion Wicks was relevant for once. He
I think-
scored a touchdown. Like,
I think
Shout
the
out
Packers. You'll get to find out a lot about the Packers, and it's bold of you to make your takes now before they go against the rest of their games because
I love it.
the beginning of their schedule was kind of cake.
Wasn't hard.
It's not hard.
Wasn't great.
I mean,
Easy
this week
peasy.
they go into Jacksonville, which obviously a lot of people think is gonna be a walk. I think Jacksonville wins that game. After
it's gonna
that,
be a
they
murder.
I actually
play.
think it's going to be a close game.
I think.
Murder.
I mean, the spread's real
Real
close. I
close.
think Jacksonville wins, but that's fine. We're not talking about that game right now. The rest of their schedule is Detroit, Chicago, San Francisco, Dolphins with Tua back, in Detroit, in Seattle, New Orleans, in Minnesota, and then Chicago. So they really end the season with.
Well, they're winning 2 of those.
Well, I'm saying.
Saints.
The Bears and the Bears.
Bears are 4-2.
I'm just saying they only play like 2 teams that are under 500, and those games are going in Jacksonville and then playing a Miami team that will now have Tua back. So I think that schedule is really hard the rest
No,
of
it
the
is.
season.
It's a hard schedule.
Don't matter.
I
mean,
like
if they
the
end
way
with
that
12,
team-
13 wins, that you're right. They might be
But
the
this,
best team in
this
football.
Vikings team, this NFC North,
Fantastic.
I mean,
Yeah,
Packers,
it's a tough
Vikings, and
division.
Lions
And
are all
Bears.
stud teams. And the Lions, I know the final score was close. They kind of choked that game away because they were running away.
They did a Ravens where they slowed down up 21, 7 or 10.
They love doing that. But the way Jared Goff is playing,
I mean, Montgomery tried to
I mean-
hand that game away.
he did.
He got hurt, and then Gibbs is playing out of his mind. And they're like, "Wait, no, we can force Montgomery to play." And then they put him in. He fumbles immediately, and then they go down and score. Yeah,
Dude, is Jared Goff the best quarterback in the NFL? I
No.
mean, the guy is unbelievable. He had that perfect completion game
Give
with
anyone the
19
best
throws.
offensive line, the best
He
running
has-
back too you've
He
ever
went
seen.
22 for
What makes you-
25,
And a
Wait,
top
no,
280 and 2
Mike,
touchdowns,
I have a
0
question.
interceptions.
What makes you say Jared Goff is better or playing better right now than Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, I'm just throwing it up. As
No,
a
I'm just
question.
asking you. It's
mean-
not like a I'm just
Unbelievably high completion rate and a pretty decent touchdown to interception ratio.
I mean, he's not playing better than Joe Burrow. I'd take Joe Burrow over Jared Goff.
I mean, so
That's fine.
Jared Goff's
More of just-
passing touchdown ratio is 10 touchdowns, 4 picks. Lamar Jackson has 10 touchdowns, 2 picks. That's not counting rushing touchdowns.
What about Josh Allen too? I'd throw in
Josh Allen is
Give me his completion rate.
10-0. Josh Allen is the number 1, I think, completion ratio or QBR.
Am I trolling? Where's Josh Allen? Oh, wow. He's 12th in passing yards. Yeah, he's 12 now. Yeah,
Plus
yeah.
5 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, no, Josh Allen's playing out of his mind. And all these fantastic quarterbacks, I mean, you have players like, what is it? It's Burrow, right? Yeah, 14-2.
Yeah.
Touchdown interception ratio. You have all these unbelievable quarterbacks. Who's leading the MVP race? It's Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is the odds-on
I thought you
favorite.
were
Which is
asking
crazy.
us our
No, no,
person.
I was like a
Which is
hyperbole.
crazy.
No,
He
yeah,
is the favorite to win Heisman MVP. 6 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
I thought it was 8 interceptions.
8 interceptions.
Yeah.
6
He's running
touchdowns,
the-
8
he's
interceptions.
running the ball fantastic.
Drake May has 1 less passing touchdown, and he's played 2 games.
Hey, but guess
No.
what? In those 2 games, how many games has Drake May won?
Ooh, good point.
Great
Yeah.
point.
Great. I
Good
mean, Mahomes
point.
doesn't. He just wins.
I think Josh Allen's going to get it end of the year.
Do I think he's
He's
MVP?
perfect.
No.
What is that? I mean, like, this is not really. We can move on real quick, but if they're undefeated, does it just go to the quarterback? Is that what MVP is now?
Yeah, I mean, if
Like,
you're
no,
going
no,
to
no,
go
best team.
undefeated,
I thought
yeah.
it was actually like stats.
No, it
Dude,
won't.
Lamar Jackson didn't lead any stat last year, and he won because his team was the best team and they looked dominant. Dude, there were other quarterbacks playing out of their mind better than him, including Tua, Jared Goff.
Yeah,
Dak.
I know. We talked about this a couple times before. I don't want to like get into like his combined stats, but I know he was like top 3 if you combine rushing and passing.
I
as
would like
far
to
as-
see, but college football, it's like the same thing as college football to me. The best team, the best record is going to get.
There's no way Mahomes though should win MVP. I
No,
don't think he
It's
will.
crazy.
No.
I don't
I think
think
it'll
he
be
will.
Josh
I
Allen.
think
Not with
yeah.
the
By
way
the
he's
time
playing.
they want to give it to Josh.
Josh Allen has no picks through 7 weeks, and that was his only argument for his
Well,
whole
the thing
entire
about the NFL is, if you can't tell, if you've like watched over just the past couple of years, like obviously you can tell they love Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
but if,
No
if
kidding.
Patrick Mahomes can't win it, they're trying to give it to Josh Allen or even to Joe Burrow. Like they would love to
Anything
just
but
give it-
Lamar,
it to him.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they just don't want another Lamar. It doesn't
mean-
make them any money.
Yeah, Goodell isn't, you know.
I think Joe Burrow's in the run for that. If they can start stringing together some wins, you're gonna see his odds going right back up.
But I think if Josh, the way he's playing,
Just plays the same.
in my opinion, is number one.
yeah,
I
I mean,
agree.
If I had to vote,
His
12
notes
and
are
0 12 and 0 is
That's
really
absurd.
good.
no, yeah. If I had to vote, I would cast. And I love Joe
Sneaky
Burrow. but
also
Josh
Baker
Allen.
15 and 5. But yeah,
He throws so many
Yeah.
bad picks.
he's 5 interceptions. I mean,
Really?
in the past two
yeah, it's
games.
15
Did that reload today?
yeah, it's 15 and 5.
They've been the past 2 weeks. He's
Yeah.
thrown 5.
Oh
interceptions.
God.
Yeah.
No, he's looked terrible.
No, but yeah,
yeah, maybe it's
there you have
recency
it.
bias.
Just give him some more games. trust
Detroit
me.
Lions
Baker will
looking
come
very
back.
good. I guess this turned into a
Yeah.
Packers and MVP conversation.
Packers!
NFL, we're going crazy.
Bang!
NFL conversation.
Week 8 coming up.
Shout out, Chiefs.
Bang.
Shout out everyone.